is Katie Gorsuch, and I'm here with Kathleen Perkins. She is a senior construction management major in the Department of Engineering Technology, and she's here to share about her experience as a student and the opportunities that Western has. So, Kathleen, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and what brought you to Western?
I am from Carroll Stream, Illinois. It is the suburbs of Chicago. I was originally coming here just to visit a friend, and I fell in love with the college at first sight and decided to apply and got in. I originally wanted to be a civil engineer, realized calculus wasn't all that fun, and then I found construction, and it was kind of just love at first sight.
All right, great. Can you tell us a little bit about your classes that you've had, some of the projects you've gotten to do, and how that's kind of transferred into like the internship you've had and your future career, how you think that's going to help you along?
So some of the basic classes that we get to take are learning how to do a little bit of electrical work, working with power tools, which is very beneficial, especially if you are going to be in construction. We've also had classes such as law, soils, just different things that we are going to eventually need in the field. I've been a part of a project for Habitat for Humanity. We built a little playhouse for children, and it got auctioned off, and all the profits went to Habitat for Humanity. We also did a project behind the Walgreens here in Macomb, and it's called Genesis Garden, and what it is we just restored a very old house and prepared it for families to move in and just kind of get back up on their feet.
All right, cool. And you are also an honors college student here at Western. So can you talk about how you've had to do some of those honors projects in your courses to meet honors requirements, and then how those relate to like construction management being your major?
So probably my favorite project that I got to do for honors college was a 20-page paper about green sustainable construction. A big thing that people don't know about construction is that it is very wasteful and it impacts the environment very negatively. So green sustainable construction is really nice, and we're trying to reduce the impact of construction on the planet.
All right, great. And then can you talk a little bit about the student organizations you've been involved in, some of the things that those have done, and what roles you've had in those organizations?
So for my major, we have the Western Illinois Construction Management Association, also known as WICMA. I was the previous president of that organization, and we've done volunteer work such as the Habitat for Humanity and Genesis Gardens. We've also brought in potential employers for the students here, so they get a little bit of interview time with them and get to know them. I'm also a part of Delta Sigma Pi, which is the business professional fraternity here on campus. That's given me a lot of networking skills, people skills, speaking skills, and it's just a really good organization.
All right. And then you had an internship in Chicago where you got to kind of apply what you've been doing in class. So can you talk about that, please?
So I interned with Clune Construction. One of their main offices is in Chicago, Illinois. They do have a lot of them all over the country. I got to work in the office, and I looked at schedules and diagrams and plans and all that fun stuff, and I got to learn how a project goes from the ground up.
Can you tell me about any classes in specific or faculty member in the department that have really like stood out for you, have made an impact on you in regard to like your major and what you want to do after leaving Western?
I would say there were probably two people in the department that have really stood out to me. The first one would be Dr. Dietz. He's the chairperson of the department. Just a really nice guy. Sometimes when I have nothing to do, I go into his office and just talk to him, hang out, And the other person would have to be Dr. Gravitt. She is very knowledgeable, knows what she's talking about, and she really wants students to learn. A lot of teachers nowadays, they just want students to pass their tests, but Dr. Gravitt really wants her students to learn.
All right, great. And then do you have any words of advice to prospective students that are either coming to Western or might be interested specifically in a study of construction management?
If you're going for construction management specifically, join WICMA and also join DSP. Both of those organizations have helped me greatly and other construction management majors. But if you're just coming to Western, get involved, join clubs that go with your major. You'll make more friends, you'll learn more skills, and it'll just be worth it in the end.
All right. Well, thank you, Kathleen, for joining me today, and thank you to everyone who is watching.